All right, we'll start with in-person questions, and then we'll go to Zoom if we have some time. We'll go Annie and then Alexa.
Candace, when Sue was shooting her free throws at the end of the game, it sounded like you said, I can play his game, her game, our game. Can you share with us, what message you were sharing with your team as you exited the game?
No, I just think our mentality, has to be, especially when you're coming into a hostile environment like this. Like, we know Connecticut is a physical team. We know that, we have our work cut out, playing them. And we knew Game 3 was going to be a grind. And that's what we try to do. We try to, evolve and adjust to the circumstance and adjust to the game. And I think that, when we're able to do that, we came out on top just because we were able to adjust to how physical the game was and, what we needed to do.
This was a very evenly played game, and all week, James, you've talked about the mental toughness of your team. Candace, you talked about it after Game 2. How much was that on display today every time, they went on a run? You guys exerting that mental toughness that, James, you said separates the good from the great.
I mean, you have to in this type of environment. It's the playoffs. So we have to play on what we built throughout the season. And one thing that, we've prided ourselves is playing together throughout adversity. And I thought that, we did a good job of it. We responded well to their runs. We didn't have any lulls. And even though it was a defensive and physical battle, I thought that, we were up for the challenge, and we came out victorious.
Alexa?
James, building off of that, what were you so pleased about with your defense?
Alexa, I can't hear you. You talk too far away from that mic.
Is this any better?
That's better.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What pleased you the most about the way your team was able to respond defensively, especially in the fourth, to hold Connecticut to just 11 points?
I thought we did a great job of not giving up any second chance opportunities. And we kept them out of transition because we weren't turning the ball over. So if it's a half-court game, we felt that the odds were in our favor to put them into a difficult situation. Now, they're a great team. But, I thought we were executing really well defensively when we were able to play 5-on-5. And we just wanted to give ourselves a shot. So that's what it all came down to in the fourth quarter, giving us a shot to play each other 5-on-5 and then rebounding out of it.
Emma, one for you and James, one for you. 66-64, this was deadlocked for quite a few possessions. Take me through what's going through your mind at that moment. How much are you looking to be aggressive to get a shot in that spot, and how much you're drawing on past playoff successes when you're doing that?
I think we've had a lot of close games this season, so we kind of know what we have to do, and especially against this team, have to be very physical to get something open. Mm-hmm. And I think in the end that we did a really good job of moving the ball a couple of times. I don't think it was even a play. We just kept on moving and, playing beautiful basketball like we call it. And that's what got us open.
And James, just to that end, obviously when you brought in Candace, it was with championship plays in mind that she made last year. Bringing Emma here, is that what you had in mind, and was that going through your mind as she did it?
Yeah, it's what I had in mind. They're great players, and they've responded in great moments and big moments, and so we needed them to be who they are and respond in the big moments like today. And, this is what I had in mind. We just want great players to be great. And so sometimes the best job I can do is just get out of the way. All right.
Candace, two things. First off, how's your eye?
I can see. I'm good.
Okay. Second thing is just the defense in that last, 5.5 minutes. I mean, they scored to go up, and then Ka hit a three to put you guys up, and you didn't show after that. And I think they didn't score for 4.5 minutes. Just talk about the defense in that last part of the game and how you held them to really nothing until the game was basically over.
I think, we do it in a collective effort. I think our, just in terms of instinct and playing off of rotations, I was proud of us in the way that we made adjustments, both individually and team defense. And I think down the stretch, we were able to kind of play to that. And I think the biggest thing is, sometimes, especially in years past, we would play great defense and then we would give up the offensive board. And we were able to finish the play. And I think that allows us to have the confidence to be able to play in secondary and to play fast.
Hey, Coach. First off, just a question for you. It looks like any time that the Sun got on any type of run more than 6-8 points, you called a timeout and you were really trying to mess up the momentum. Is that something that you were trying to game plan for heading into this game, knowing that it would lead to more runs?
No, so I got 10 people on the sideline that I have to answer to. They make me do suicides if I, try to let us go through runs. No, I mean, it's a tactical choice that we don't want them to go on runs, so we settle our composure. We settle our composure and we just, breathe a little bit, get together on the sideline, and then we just try to come out of it okay.
And then, Emma, for you, you really wanted to focus on your defensive effort after game one, and then today you had 5-6 steals. What have been the things that you've really been focusing on leading into game two and into game three defensively that allowed you to show out today?
Just being active in defense, like Candace said, it's really a team effort. It's being in rotation, being early, and I think if you do it fast, if you do it aggressive, it's what makes them, pull back a little bit and throw bad passes. So it's just me being in the end and getting the ball, but before that, there was probably like 3 rotations that made it hard for them.
Candace, I believe Emma used the phrase beautiful basketball a little earlier. Can you define that for me, kind of explain what that means and what that looks like?
Well, tonight, I don't know if it was as beautiful as we wanted it to be. But I think just it's playing. We have playmakers on our team, and, anytime you have a front court that can, combine for, 10 assists, 10 of our 20 assists, just in terms of us being in the middle of the floor and reading off each other. Emma is one of the smartest players that I've ever played with, and her instincts. And so you add that to Sloot, who's a playmaker and able to make plays. We have high IQ players on our team, and so playing beautiful basketball means that sometimes it's going to come down to just playing and reading. And that's a lot in secondary, and that's a lot in transition, is just reading each other. And so we were able to do that when it mattered tonight, and I'd hope we would do it a little better come Tuesday.